Welcome to the 2023 Class 2A State Girls Basketball Tournament from Williams Arena. It's Class 2A, it's the quarterfinal round, and it's Providence Academy Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial coming up next right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
NSPN.TV, in partnership with the Minnesota State High School League, brings you coverage of the 2023 State Girls Basketball Tournament. Coverage is made possible by the Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation, treating addiction, transforming lives. By your local McDonald's owners and operators, offering competitive wages, paid time off, and tuition assistance. And by the Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage.
It's the Girls State Basketball Tournament here from Williams Arena on the University of Minnesota campus, headed into our nightcap. Great day of action here so far, but we are excited for our Class 2A quarterfinals coming your way. 2 games here from Williams Arena on the way with myself, Hans Bristol. We've got Jeremy Christensen alongside as our producer here for tonight. What a good night of talent we've got coming up upon us. I mean, this Class 2A bracket is going to be as fun as it gets out of all 4 of the classes, and it doesn't get a whole lot more fun than watching this Providence Academy team, the #1 team in this Class 2A bracket, and they go up against a second-time visitor in the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights, their first trip since last year when they made a first program trip to this state tournament here in Minneapolis. Our first quarterfinal tonight, starting with the champions of Section 5, Providence Academy. The Lions 27-2 under their head coach Connor Getz, all led by the standout freshman Madden Greenway, second in this all of state of Minnesota in scoring at 31 points per game. The reigning Class 2A state girls basketball champions, those Lions, they're back at this state tournament and hungry, looking at a second title throughout this Class 2A tournament. On the other side, the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights 29-1, a remarkable record from the Knights from this season. Pete Gehringer in his 9th season in charge of the Knights, and they are led by their senior, Olivia Harrison, 17.8 points per game. Only 2 games this year did Olivia have less than 10 points. As our teams come out onto the floor here at Williams Arena, in just a moment, we'll hand it off to our public address announcer before we get you ready for Class 2A quarterfinal state tournament action here tonight. Going to be a fun one. Providence Academy and Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial coming up here from Williams Arena. As our teams get all set to go, we wait on our public address announcer to address these 2 teams who have had remarkable seasons and have made it to this year's state tournament. We will send it down to the public address announcer now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Williams Arena and to the 2023 Minnesota State High School Girls Basketball Tournament. This Class 2A quarterfinal game features the Section 2 champion with a record of 29-1, the Knights from Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial High School, and the Section 5 champion with a record of 27-2, the Lions from Providence Academy. Now let's meet the teams for this quarterfinal game. First, let's meet the visiting team, the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. Please welcome student manager Bentley Brantz. Now let's meet the reserve players for the Knights, starting with a 5'6" junior guard, number 5, Avery Vogus. 5'7" junior forward, number 11, Ella Thorson. 5'8" senior guard, number 12, Ada Stading. 5'8" senior guard, number 13, Sophia Stading. 5'3" junior guard, number 14, Jaden Hopkins. 5'5" freshman guard number 15, J.C. Jordan. 5'9" freshman forward number 20, Grace Thorson. 5'6" freshman guard number 21, Nettie Parsons. 5'8" freshman forward number 22, Grace Sandmeyer. 5'11" sophomore center number 23, Clara Jo Legg. 5'4" junior guard number 24, Addie Ahern. 5'6" junior guard number 25, Karis Hunt Keetzer. 6' junior center number 32, Jillian Henson. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 1, Olivia Harrison. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 2, Lauren Cooper. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 3, Ella Bogus. At forward, a 5'7" junior, number 4, Maggie Graupman. And at forward, a 5'8" junior, number 11, Caitlin Flack. The Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights assistant coaches are Garrett Ulrich and Amara Packey. The head coach of the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights is Pete Geringer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Section 2 champions, the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. Now let's meet the home team, the Providence Academy Lions. Starting with the student managers, please welcome Alyssa Condon and Kira Smeal. Now let's meet the reserve players, starting with the 5'7" sophomore guard number 2, Tony Jackson. 5'8" senior guard number 5, Bridget Healy. 5'7" sophomore guard number 10, Annabelle Warner. 5'9" freshman forward number 11, Shannon Healy. 5'9" senior forward number 12, Marie Hayda. 5'6" junior guard number 14, Tess Clammer. 5'8" sophomore guard number 15, Amelia Madden. 5'11" 7th grade forward and center number 20, Ari Peterson. 5'6" sophomore guard number 25, Ava Schropfer. 5'9" senior guard number 31, Kira Miller. 5'9" sophomore forward number 32, Olivia Ryan. 5'6" junior guard number 33, Allie Herlofsky. And 5'9" sophomore forward number 42, Rachel Bartles. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Providence Academy Lions. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 3, Brooke Honecker. At guard, a 5'9" 8th grader, number 4, Emma Millerburn. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 24, Hope Counts. At guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 30, Madden Greenway. And at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 41, Grace Counts. The Providence Academy Lions assistant coaches are Mark Forbish and Danny Makepeace. The head coach of the Providence Academy Lions is Connor Getz. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Section 5 champions, the Providence Academy Lions. The officials for this Class 2A quarterfinal game are Matt Johnson, Netta Zita, and Dan Zita. Let's play basketball.
So you hear the introductions here at Williams Arena, and we're all set for state tournament basketball here in Minneapolis. Great setting every year, crowds filling in on both sides, Knights fans, Lions fans. These two teams ready to go. Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial have felt to be the underdogs for really the second straight year in a row in their second visit as a program to this state tournament. Meanwhile, the Providence Academy Lions here to defend what they crowned just a state tournament ago. Right here in Minneapolis, we have Providence Academy attacking from left to right in this first half in the navy blue and gold, and from right to left, the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights as our Class 2A quarterfinal gets underway. And right away down in the low post, Greenway comes up with a rebound but can't hold on to it, and Tony Jackson comes up with the loose ball as Providence Academy, they come up empty in their first possession here from regulation, just getting underway. These two teams not meeting each other in the regular season. And a whole season on the line in this quarterfinal round as we get a tied-up jump ball between Counts and Krautman. Providence Academy, the number 1 seed. The winner of this one will face the winner of Minnehaha Academy and New London Spicer, coming up right here at 8 p.m. from Williams Arena on NSPN.TV. That game will be March 17th, Friday night, 6 p.m. for a semifinal and a shot at Championship Saturday. Long opening possession here for the Knights. They're going to be okay with that. Is on the drive. Harrison right to the rim. And Harrison was fouled, going right at Providence Academy defensively. And the Lions here early on are going to get Miller-Brand, who will pick up that first foul here for the Lions. As that free throw is good for Olivia Harrison, a player that these Knights are really going to rely on throughout this quarterfinal round here tonight. As 2 free throws there, good. Out of the starting lineup, 3 scorers averaging in double digits in this one for the Knights. As we get our first look at Madden Greenway, who does what Greenway does best, and that's a step-back 3 for the first points of this one for Providence Academy, with 16:45 left in our first half. Second leading scorer in the state, had some of the highest field goal and three-point percentage looks, and right now Greenway might be picking up her first foul and does just that. Collided with a Knight, kind of moving off a moving screen that time, so Greenway does pick up a early first foul. And it was Honecker who picked up that earlier foul for the Lions. Just had to correct myself on that one. Drive down the lane, right up to it. 2 more for Olivia Harrison, who's got the Knights back out in front here, 4-3. Gets Pete Gehringer, 2 head coaches that know the challenges of this state tournament. Good start defensively here from the Knights, and right to the open rim is Lauren Cooper, who's got the lay-in. And Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial out to a 6-3 lead. Greenway's got the response at the other end. Back-to-back trays here early on for Madden Greenway's got us all tied at 6 apiece. This is no new stage for this group of Providence Academy Lions. Out of their starting unit, been to this tournament before. Knights look to respond. Nice move inside, and right up with the left hand is Caitlin Flack, who's got 2 and pushes the Knights back out in front. Greenway looking for the response, takes a couple bounces off the back iron, no. And running away with it, back the other way, Ella Vogus for the Knights. Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial seem very settled into this one so far. Knights going to be pretty happy with this start. Still lots of basketball to go. Down to the elbow for Harrison. Back over this left wing side for Flack. 15 minutes, just about 3 into this first half. With the top seed Providence Academy And Lake Crystal welcome Memorial Knights. Getting our Class 2A quarterfinal round here underway from Williams Arena. Very confident Knights team as Harrison nearly lost it at half court. They'll push the floor, kicks into the corner. Thinking about the three there was Vogus. It's right back out to Harrison in a patient possession. Harrison loses it. Now Flack has it stripped. Counts trying to battle for a loose ball. And still battling for it loose, and the Lions come away with it. Now tripped up right from the elbow is a Lion who's going to pick up a foul. Going to get called for a push from behind to a Knights, and that'll be Vogus. Just kind of caught up in the feet of a streaking Grace Counts down this near half of the floor. 14:20 left in this first half, and right there is Grace Counts. Strong numbers for Counts coming into this one, averaging 14.5 points per game. As we see our first time out on the floor go to Providence Academy with 14:05 left in this first half. We got to stop the clock here. We'll take a quick break. Be back with you in a moment. All tied up at 8 here early on in the first half, and our game clock continued to run through that timeout. So they're going to, it says 13:32 right now. We'll definitely have some time coming back up on our clock here. Class 2A quarterfinal in our state tournament back here with you on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Hans Bristol all tied up at 8 apiece. Good start from both of these teams. Knights with the better possession defensively here early on. And they're going to have to go back here and take a look at how much time to put back up on the clock here. They might not. We're going to play on. Connor Getz not too happy about that on the Providence bench. And it was just a complete miss of pausing the clock during that timeout. So we play on. 13:20 left in the half. All tied up. Three-pointer off the mark there for the Knights. Lions run out here in transition. Left wing. This is Greenway. Dishes it back near side here for Honecker. And Honecker into the corner for Millibrand. Now long range three. That one just falls off the mark. But an offensive rebound there for the Lions. How important is it going to be for the Knights here to have a good game off the glass here early on as Greenway dishes inside. Counts lost the handle of it. Now a jump ball is going to be called, and it will stay with Providence Academy with 12:52 left in this first half. All tied up at 8 here apiece. Greenway with a couple of threes here early on for the Lions. So Providence Academy will inbound from underneath their own attacking basket. Elbow jumper, front iron no good. Hauled in with a rebound was Harrison. So far in the rebounding battle, Knights have done a nice job in transition. Step back jumper, no. And Groutman works it back in transition for the Knights. That'd be Millibrand up the floor and taking contact. As Greenway is good, is Madden Greenway headed to the free throw line. And they will catch Harrison, who will pick up Harrison's first foul here with 4 points early on. And quickly at the line, Greenway tallies on point number 5 in this one so far for Providence Academy. One more is good. No problem there for the freshman. These Providence Academy Knights, Class 2 state winners, 2A state winners last season. Lost that Class 2A state final back in 2021 against Albany. Got their revenge against Albany in last year's state tournament, as that's an empty possession here for the Lions. Knights come away with it off a turnover. Knights winning the rebound battle so far, 5-3 in our opening minutes of this one. Halfway line for Cooper. Cooper and Harrison. Cooper's averaged 15 points per game coming into this tournament. Fleck just around 13. Has trouble with it now as Harrison gets it into the corner. Open three for Cooper is good. Lauren Cooper, the senior, drills that three-pointer. Got the Knights back out in front here by 1. Counts, comes up empty at the other end. And the Knights come back in transition here. With 11:30 to go, a 1-point lead for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. The top seed reigning champs, Providence Academy. Lots of time left here in this one. Knights 4 for 6 from the field so far. Lions struggling at 3 for 10. Looking to work in transition. Greenway over to the right wing. That's no good, and it'll trail out of bounds. No, grabbing it at the last minute. And a nice effort there was Cooper and deflected it off a Lion out of bounds. But there's a good contingent of Knights fans making a lot of noise, and a good group of students from Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial as well. They're going to be happy with this start from their Knights here so far with 11:09 left in this first half. Stick around, lots to get to from a busy day of action. And now Connor Getz having a word with the officials on the far side of the floor. Maybe we're trying to get a sub in. I think it might have been Counts trying to come up off the floor. And Getz not happy with that, trying to get some fresh legs out before this Knights inbound, and stepping right in the way was Greenway. And now they will get that sub as it's a early exit here for Hope Counts. Replaced by Kira Miller, the senior. It's Miller's first minutes of the game. Harrison has it stripped from Millerbrand up the floor. And that one Connor gets in his third straight state tournament with Providence Academy. Arguing that one as well. Thought he might have gotten a steal. Not the case. 11 minutes to go in this first half. Ball comes up free right at midcourt, and the press defense working that time for the Lions as Millerbrand caused Cooper to spill right at the halfway line. But Knights off the possession arrow. Will hold on to it, but not before Pete Gehringer wants to talk things over with his Knights. With 11 minutes to go in the first half, we'll step aside. Another quick break right here on NSPN.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
1 point Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial lead here in the Class 2A quarterfinal from Williams Arena. Hans Bristol with you. So glad you could join us here tonight. Our first of 2 games coming up in the Class 2A quarterfinal. 8 p.m. we will have New London Spicer and Minnehaha Academy. Right now we're worried about the Section 2 and 5 champs. And the Knights inbounding it right at the halfway line here with a 1-point lead. Cooper with 5 for the Knights, leading the way so far. Greenway has a quick 8, and now the Lions come up with the steal. Millerbrand takes it herself to the rim, and one will have an opportunity from the line. Emma Millerbrand, the 8th grader, going straight at the rim and drawing the foul with the contact. One more will be in order at the line for Millerbrand. Off on the mark. And Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial will take the rebound and go right back in transition from right to left. .10:30 left in our first half. 1 point Providence Academy lead. Good one here so far between these two Class 2A rivals in this state tournament. Harrison out of the corner. Step back, long range 3. Good look, no good. Now Greenway comes up the floor, steps inside, contact to the rim, goes down hard, but will not get that initial bucket. And it will put Madden Greenway to the free throw line. And Harrison, the Knights' leading scorer, is going to pick up a second quick foul in this first half. So it will put Greenway to the free throw line. So led the charge in a Section 5 championship win the last time Providence Academy played over Holy Family. Greenway, 34 points in that one. Counts tallied on another 24. And Honecker with 11 had a 42-15 second half scoring advantage in that section final win over Holy Family. As Greenway's got two more there from the line. Greenway out to a quick 10 points, 10 of the opening 13 here for the Lions with a 2-point lead and 10:05 left in this first half. Right elbows, Gillian Hansen's just gotten on the floor here for the Knights. Hansen collects inside, has it stripped. Miller is the first line to come away with it. And it's out and running here for Greenway. Steps up, well behind the three-point line. That's off the mark. And Peterson comes up with it on the wing, gives it back over to Greenway, who nails it on a second chance. Adding Greenway up to 13 now for the Lions. And they've got themselves a 5-point lead, their largest lead of this first half. Knights looking to respond, ended up into the corner. Three-pointers off the mark. And hauled in here by Peterson. And our official pauses this Providence Academy transition here. And we're going to have our officials go back over to the referee's table. Did it maybe catch a piece of the shot clock potentially in the backside of the backboard? Providence Academy will hold on to the ball here with a 5-point lead, 9:24 to go. Greenway has heated up here so far for the Lions. A 13-point outing for Greenway coming up the floor here left to right. 5-point Providence Academy lead. And with the basketball trying to stretch together a bit of a run and a travel as Counts ran into some good defensive work here from these Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. The Knights in this state tournament last year saw their run come to an end in the quarterfinal with a loss to Minnehaha Academy, 29-82. This is a program that has been building to a state tournament pair of runs like this. A lot of section finals in some of those early years for Pete Gehringer's Knights teams. Just coming up a game short, a win short, and now Peterson in transition of her own. Ari Peterson, the 7th grader. Too many steps there for the Lions as we see Brooke Honecker come back out on the floor here for Providence Academy. With 8:56 to go in our first half of this Class 2A quarterfinal. Good start for both of these teams, but the shooting for Providence Academy, 5 of 14 to open this one from the field. Knights sitting right at 50%, 4 of 8 so far. Up the floor, right out of the inbound, trailing by 5 of the Knights. Bogus thought about the 3, gives it away here for Flack. Flack inside, drew the contact, couldn't get that basket to roll off the front iron. And it will put Caitlin Flack, the junior, to the free throw line. Hope Counts is going to pick up that first foul for the Lions. And it puts Caitlin Flack to the line. 13 points per game. Looking to chase down a season high of 23 off the mark on that first free throw opportunity to keep us at a 5-point game. First foul on Counts. And that last chance as Flack goes 0 for 2 there from the line. As the Lions come away with it now. Greenway to the low block, off the mark on that left-hand floater. Rebound up the floor, down this near side come the Knights. Off the right elbow. It's all the way back to Lauren Cooper right at the halfway line. Great energy in this quarterfinal building to start. As Counts gets the denial, it ends up free into the corner, and just off the mark was Cooper on that three-point chance. Greenway with speed leaves it off for Peterson, who can't come up with that roll in. Now the ball comes free to Greenway, works it inside and up for two. Off the loose ball is Hope Counts, who's onto the score sheet for the first time in this one. 18-11, and up the floor for the Knights, we get a Providence Academy foul. Counts so good in and around the basket, poses a lot of problems, and the last foul is going to be going to Peterson. Ari Peterson, the 7th grader, who will pick up that first foul here for the Lions. 7:55 left in this first half from Williams Arena. 18-11, Providence Academy, their largest lead. Knights have cooled off a bit from a hot offensive start to this one. Flack into the corner. Groutman works away. It's Harrison into that far corner for Vogus, with the Knights moving the ball well here early on. Harrison off the elbow, had some contact and knocks down that long range two. Boy, tough look there for Olivia Harrison, and it cuts the Providence Academy lead back down to 5. Counts off the elbow, had it stripped, still losing the basketball, and coming away with it was Ella Vogus, and it drew a foul in the process. So it'll be Hope Counts picking up what will be number 2 for Counts, the sophomore. And that is a second foul for Connor Getz to have on his brain with 7:15 left in this first half, with Counts in his starting rotation picking up a second foul. 7:08 left here. 5-point Providence Academy lead. Crystal welcome Memorial Knights 29-1 on the season, trailing by 5. Patient possessions offensively. Harrison to the block. Kicks it out to the wing. Near side block for Groutman going up strong. Kicks it out to Flack for 3. That one rattles in and out. That Knights half of Williams Arena would have exploded if that one would have went in. Now Greenway, long distance, no good. And Harrison hauls in the missed opportunity there for the Lions. Providence Academy 6 of 18 to open up from the field. 33%. To the elbow, lowering a shoulder. Nice defensive effort from Honecker to come up with that steal. As the turnovers have been prevalent in this one here so far. 7 for the Knights. Off the wing. This is Greenway. Kicks it out. Bit of space for Counts. Misfires and hauled in by Groutman. Slow shooting start here for the Lions. 18-13 our score. 5:55 left as the Knights counter right back in transition from right to left. Second state tournament trip all time for the Knights. 7th for Providence Academy in this girls basketball state tournament. Flack well off the mark. Greenway takes a dribble off the glass, no. And Flack hauls in the defensive rebound and draws what might be another Providence Academy foul here. And it is going to be. They're going to get Honecker with that last one. So Brooke Honecker, the junior, picks up her second foul. Counts with 2 fouls as well. And Providence Academy 1 foul away from headed to the free throw line. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. The Lions a 5-point lead with a break here in our first half from Williams Arena here on NSPN.
I'm Dylan. I'm Chase. The flexible scheduling and the fast pace.
Just 213.
Building the connections with the staff and the customers.
Have a great day now.
To be an elementary school teacher.
To become a high school chemistry teacher.
Our choice to opportunity has helped me because McDonald's is helping pay for college.
For job information,
text APPLY to 38000 or visit mcdonalds.com/careers.
Providence Academy 18, Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial 13 with 5:32 left in our first half. Good start to this Class 2A quarterfinal. Providence Academy leading on the scoreboard, shooting 30% from the field goal range right now. 3 of those from beyond the three-point arc. Rebounds favoring the Knights, 13-11 here early on. As the last time Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial had a lead was 11-10. 7-point lead has been the largest for the Lions in this one. Good start. Got to give credit to this Knights team. They have done a real good job defensively, making Providence Academy very uncomfortable in what they're trying to do offensively. Lots of time left in this one. 5:20 here to go in the first half. Over to the left wing. This is Harrison. Steps up inside the free throw line, off the mark. Offensive rebound there for Krautman, who can't get a pass away, and that'll go out of bounds on a turnover for the Knights. Turnovers in this one so far, 8-3 now for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. Seniors involved, and always such high stakes in this state tournament, and it's been a really good response from these two teams here early on so far. Is a beautiful assist inside, a bullet of a pass to an open Hope Counts, who was right in the area to come up with that basket. Now the Knights having trouble getting it up the floor, and Harrison comes up with it. Olivia Harrison all alone inside, comes up with a bit of space, turns around and scores. Great balance, great effort up the floor there from Harrison. Keeps it a 5-point Providence Academy lead. This is Hope Counts from the right wing. Has that one stripped away. Into the defense comes Harrison. Gonna need some help. Has that one stripped away by Greenway, who's gonna collect it herself up the floor and scores. Efforts on both ends of the floor. Greenway plays so physical. Extends Providence Academy lead out to 7. Their largest of this, or ties their largest of the game here in this first half. 4 minutes to go here, half number 1. Cooper, left-hand dribble, denied, swatted away by Hope Counts. But Harrison comes up with the loose ball. Flack thought about the 3, now tucks it in, goes to the rim. That one's off the mark. And Millerbrand works in transition. Down to Greenway, steps in to the low block. Back iron, no, and it's out of bounds. Last off of a Crystal Welcome Memorial night. And we'll see Ari Peterson come back onto the floor, as well as Avery Voges. And Gillian Hansen, the new set of players on for Pete Gehringer's Knights. 3:35 remaining. Greenway, step back 3, count it. That is Greenway's 4th 3 of this first half, and has Greenway out to a really strong start scoring. Up to 11 in this one early on for the Lions. 3-pointer off the mark that time. Another opportunity off an offensive rebound's no good. Now Greenway looking to heat up, and does. Boy, Madden Greenway into a rhythm now. Has drained another 3, up to 14 in this one. And the Lions extend that lead just like that out to 13. That's a miss there from Brooke Henniker. And Greenway launches a pass forward that Ella Voges is able to deflect out of bounds there for the Knights. A 7-point lead goes to a 13-point lead just like that, because of the hot shooting of Madden Greenway to start. 14 points. We'll have to check on that, because I've got her down for more than what they've got up on our stat sheet here from that first half. Nonetheless, Greenway a difference maker early on. Knights able to force a turnover, looking for some kind of a life into this transition, and that one, good defensive effort from Grace Counts that time from the Lions. As this is Madden Greenway right back with it, has space, why not? That time off the mark from 3. And the Knights student section will let Greenway know that, but that's the first one. Feels like she's missed here so far. Up to the left wing for the Knights. Looking for something now. Down by 13 with 2:10 left in this first half. Trying to get back to some of that hot shooting. Lions so tough defensively. Working inside. Blocked away there by Counts. Comes back into the middle, and Hansen goes up and does able to draw a foul between a pair of Providence Academy Lions. And so this will put Hansen to the free throw line, and Grace Counts will pick up her first foul. But this is the junior Gillian Hansen. Will have some free throw opportunities and is off the mark on that first try. First foul there for Counts in this one so far. Second one is off the back iron, no good. And Peterson will come away with it. Quickly ahead here for Millerbrand. 0 for 2 there from the line, and Hansen comes up with a turnover. Trying to strip that one away, but Millerbrand's right there for the steal. Greenway inside, and an easy lay-in for Brooke Henniker. She's got herself on the score sheet with a 2. Makes it a 15-point Providence Academy lead. Here for the Lions so far. Knights right back the other way. Flack out of the corner is traveled. No, I thought she was fouled. It'll be a travel for the Knights, who just have lost their grip a bit here on what has been a red-hot finish to this second half. Here for the Lions, which every team would fear, and that's got them in this position in the state tournament. Here's Greenway. Oh, to the low block. So good on those physical finishes. Greenway up to 16. It's 32-15. Approaching our final 60 seconds as the Knights, they get a response. Big bucket there at the other end from Lauren Cooper. With 55 seconds to go in our first half in this Class 2A quarterfinal. Winner of this one will go on to meet New London Spicer or Minnehaha Academy. Lions have had their share of turnovers. As coming up the floor is Flack with this one for the Knights. 38 seconds left. Final ticks here in our first half. Harrison down the lane. Right-hand floater, no. And Millerbrand there on the rebound. Flack comes up with a steal and misfires. Trying to rush that shot there for the Knights off the turnover. As Greenway let her go to work down the lane, up for 2 more. As Matt and Greenway adding on the total with 18 points. In this first half, it's a 34-17 Lions lead. So Olivia Harrison has it out of the corner. Comes up with a little bit of contact and a nice effort to get back to the rim quietly. Harrison having a nice first half, and the long-range effort by Greenway is off the mark. That takes us to our halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We've got recaps from all the state tournament action, but here in our Class 2A quarterfinal, the Lions, red-hot finish to that first half, have a lead 34-19 over Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial at our halftime break. We'll step aside, back with a moment, recap of this first half and all of our games here today, right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
we all have fun together, and that just means a lot.
I would say this is the absolute best thing our son could have gone through.
Just the fact that I went out there and just played and even spent like 10 minutes out there, it was good.
They have so much fun doing
Absolutely.
it. I mean, you come and you sit and you watch a game or you watch practice and you see how much fun they're having.
Mainly I want to meet people who are, you know, have the same kind of thing as me, so it's just nice having a bunch of other people to play with that are like me.
Halftime here from Williams Arena, our Class 2A quarterfinal. Providence Academy 34, Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial 19, with your scoring leaders from that first half. Olivia Harrison leading the way with 10 for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. And on the other side, Providence Academy 18 points. Madden Greenway 3 3-pointers. Right behind Greenway is Henniker with 5, but 18 of those 34 Providence Academy first half points go to the Lions with a 34-19 lead here out of our first half. Well, lots of state tournament action today to get to. We have some recaps from some of them.
Another turnover here by the Raiders as Drew Johnson tried to spin in the lane. McGill gets a touch inside and scores. Makai Copeland all alone. The theft and the basket.
Newth right in the lane, trying to get it down low. That was Kraft, kicks it back out. They love to get it out on the wings, drive it into the paint, and then kick it. They don't have a shot. Here's Westeen, step back three, got it. Her second of the game. Tigers down by 8, right back the other way. Dirks up and in. They ran the floor well. Dirks her first bucket there. Here's Ayla Brown. Westeen, 3-ball. Got it. Wow. Fourth made 3, 23 in the game. Quick shot off the inbound, no by Giffen. And the rebound to Stewartville. On the break ahead, Raff. Nice feed ahead to Hedin. Raff looks at a 3, gets it into the post. Right back out. Here's Strom. 3, got it. Hit the top of the backboard. Play continues. Outside 3. Schindler. Second made 3 in the half.
We approach 6 minutes to go as Thompson left open. And she sticks another triple. Amy Thompson lighting it up from deep in girls basketball. Amy Thompson, a little too much room. And if you do that, she's going to knock it down. Into the hands of their leader, Amy Thompson. Thompson gets in the paint. Thompson has a new season high. 29 points and a quick timeout.
Season for Benilde St. Margaret's, and Scott able to break the pressure, drives into the middle, there's the floater, and it drops home off the baseline. Blaylark up and under, flips it back to the side for Starks, inside for Johnson backing in, hook shot good. Olsen lost the ball, flips it to McGee, 3-ball, ring it up. McGee running the floor, hesitates, drives the middle, floater up and down, steals it again. Float pass ahead for Olsen. Now Benilde's running and they score on a layup from Olivia Olsen. The lead is pushed to 7.
She passes down in the post. Kraft spins, puts it up and in. Good pass, Busley. Beautiful dish up, rolls around, drops in. For Johnson, she kicks up to Diaz all the way down in the corner. Junkies 3 on the way, buried. That's off the iron for McCleary. Here comes St. Michael. Long bob connected. Kraft blocked out of bounds. Sees the cutter. Hazelton spins, puts it up off the back iron. It drops. Abby Hazelton with 5. Going to be stolen by Busley. Nice pass inside. Jumper up, and it counts. by Jocelyn McClary. She's got 4. They cut it back to 8. Johnson turns. She's had that pet move, and you can see she's worked on that one. She buries it. She's got 5 in the second half, 18 in the ballgame.
Hennessy back to the left side. Here's the angle drive. Up, in, and 1. Well, Hamala will bring it up. She'll go to the elbow. Back door, the weak side, and Toole's got 2 more. The corner, that pass, dangerous. McGrath, nice thread through traffic and a layup. Hamala skips it across. Here's a catch and shoot 3. Bangs off the board, no good. And there's Toole, the offensive rebound. Count it. Couldn't put that one in either. And Alexandria will answer. Take advantage of the miscue with Scholl.
Hardwick had it stolen away. Hardwick takes it back, puts it up, good, and she's fouled. 7:14 on the clock, 10-point Eagle lead. Long 3 coming, good. Walsh kicks it to the corner. Anderson with it, kicks inside. Autumn McCall spins off glass. Beautiful move. She's got 4. Threw in a couple of threes, had a couple of baskets, and ever since then, it's been all Eden Prairies. It continues that way. Nice pull-up basket by Annika Anderson.
Lots of great games throughout the day. You saw highlights from our fantastic production crew here at the Neighborhood Sports Network. And for our nightcap here tonight, Class 2A girls basketball in action from right here, both at the Williams Arena and Matari Pavilion. The other Class 2A action game right now, Goodhue and Crosby Ironton at the early on in the second half. Good game there on Matari Pavilion. Goodhue and Crosby Ironton all tied at 34 with 16-12 left in the second half. So that's the 2 seed Goodhue on the other side of the bracket. Good one to keep an eye on, but for here, it's been all about, guess who? Madden Greenway, and leading the way with 18 points. Honecker trailing with 5 at the next most here so far. On the other side, Olivia Harrison with 4 for 7 from the field has 10 of the opening 19 points for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. And for these two teams, the last lead coming at 6-3 when it was 6-2 1 left in the first. Well, it's been a 17-point advantage from the last time. The last lead had from 10:49 left in the first half, which was a 1-point Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial lead. As we get our teams back out onto the floor here for the second half. 5 of 6 from the field is what Providence Academy finished from in that first half. And that just speaks to just the talent and depth of this Lions team. Up and down these lineups that Connor Getz is able to use. And so we are waiting for our halftime clock to wrap up here, and then we are going to get straight back into our second half of action here from Williams Arena. Let's see if Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial here can piece together some type of response. Knights finished 1 of 9 from the three-point line. Just couldn't find some of that shooting they found in the opening minutes of that first half. But our second half gets underway. The Providence Academy Lions in the navy and gold. In the white and blue are the Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. Hans Bristol back with you. And our second half just about to get underway as Greenway comes out of a left-hand dribble. Step back three-pointer, no. Offensive rebound. Green Bay tried number 2. Count it. And another opportunity for Madam Greenway, who's got three-pointer number 4 on the night. It's 37-19. That lead continues to grow for Providence Academy now. The Knights have just not had the required response to a Providence Academy team that can get hot quick. Harrison Up to the top of the arc. Three-pointer on the way for Ella Vogus is off the mark. And the Lions will go back to work on this end of the floor with just inside of a minute of this second half. Counts, no-look pass, kick out for the three-pointer. Millerbrand off the mark. Honecker is coming to this game averaging double digits in scoring. Greenway and Grace Counts, 14.5 points. It's been lots of different offensive threats Connor Getz has had to work with all year long, has gotten them back to the state tournament. Knights have had that as well. And a 29-1 record. Their only loss against Rochester Lourdes back on January 7th. And a nice work inside to go up for the bucket for Caitlin Flack, who's up to only 4 points as Greenway's short on that three-point try. And Flack comes away with the defensive board. Knights push it down the floor. Jumper from the elbow. That's off. Harrison, offensive rebound, goes right back up for the lay-in. And good back-to-back buckets here for the Knights. Providence Academy lead back down to 14, 2 minutes into our first half. And those are going to be the types of things that the Knights are going to have to look to take advantage of here as they try and crawl back into this one. There was a huge run toward the end of that first half that got themselves out to what was that largest lead. That'd be 18 points, 17 points at the break. A 34-19 halftime lead. And we will have a foul that will put Greenway to the free throw line. They'll pick up Ella Vogus, the junior, with that foul. And nope, no shooting foul. It'll be the Lions underneath their own basket. Providence Academy looking to defend this Class 2A title. Nice quick feed inside. Off the mark, though, is Hope Counts right there for the Lions. As the Knights work back in transition here, Caitlin Flack to the near side of the floor. And Flack is fouled. That will put another foul to the tally of Hope Counts, and the Providence Academy fans not liking that whistle from our officiating crew. A sea of royal blue on that far side of the floor here from where our broadcast is positioned. Right below us, a sea of navy and gold for these two sides. 15:30 left here, first half. Step back jumper for Harrison. That goes off the mark. Greenway comes up with it. Greenway down the lane. That right-handed floater is good at the other end. And Madden Greenway is up to a 23-point outing here for the Lions. 39-23. Knights just got pushed out of their offensive rhythm, and Pete Gehringer sees that. They'll have a timeout, so we'll keep it here with 15:03 to go and a 39-23 lead for the Lions. Greenway 23 of those opening 39, and in this second half only have 5 points coming off that halftime break lead of 34 of 19, where their field goal percentage shot up toward the end of that first half, hovering around the low 30s at one point. But then it ended up being the Knights who finished that first half with just right at 30% from the field. Good quality up and down this Class 2A bracket, with a good one going over Amateur Pavilion between Crosby, Ironton, and Goodhue. 2 years ago, it was a loss in the Class 2A state championship game for the Providence Academy to Albany, who they came back in last year's state tournament, knocked them off in the semifinal round. Eventually had that meetup in a great game with Fergus Falls, a 2-point win, 55-53. Knocked off a very strong Fergus Falls team for what would be their second program state title, winning one back in 2012 as well. 14:50 left in this first half. Knights looking for answers, or second half, I should say. Flack from the top of the arc. Over down the right-hand side of the lane. Caitlin Flack is off the mark. And the Lions push it up the floor, and wide open to the rim is Grace Counts. As Counts, just her second basket of the game, up to 4 points. Flack looks for a response and finds it at the other end. So the junior Caitlin Flack comes up with it. A big three-pointer makes it 41-26. Knights will need more of those responses here and less of that. Madden Greenway. Three-pointer number 5 in this one, up to 26. Has had some really incredible performances in this state tournament. Looking to just add on to another night in the office. And Crystal Malcolm Memorial looking to heat up as Ella Vogus knocks down that three-pointer at the other end. Got some three-pointers starting to fall for these two teams. Knights 2 of 3 to open up this half from three-point range. Henniker's long-range three off the mark, but right there, an offensive rebound and a bucket for Grace Counts. Player up to 6 points, average 14.5 coming into this game. That is some additional scoring on that the Lions did not have in that first half. Knights get another response, 46-31. Lead stays at 15. Both these teams into a bit of an offensive rhythm. A Lion that went down on that right wing, that was Hope Counts. Grace Counts loses it inside. That ball comes up free at the free throw line. Greenway picks it up, fires from 3, and hits. Boy, Madden Greenway continues to light up the floor. Just saw a loose ball and drains that three-pointer. 49-31. Greenway's got 29. Harrison down the lane and traveled. Right before running into a pair of Lions defenders, as we'll see Kira Miller come onto the floor and replace Hope Counts. Lauren Cooper leaves the area for the Knights. And if you haven't yet on a state tournament level, it is Madden Greenway who is shining in this state tournament quarterfinal. Off the mark from that three in total. 6 of 11 from the three-point range. That's Olivia Harrison picking up the offensive foul right at the halfway line with a 49-31 lead here with 12:25 left in this second half. Still level on scoring for the half at 15-12. Greenway, by the way, a season-high 60, February 17th. Miller comes up with the 2 there to push the lead back out to 20, or Millerbrand, I should say. So Millerbrand comes up with a steal. Greenway tried to fire it back in, does get it off to Millerbrand, who's unable to get off the layup opportunity. And it's Harrison working through contact up the floor. Use it there for Vogus. Back over to Harrison down the baseline and is fouled on her way to the basket by a Lion. And that will keep the basketball underneath their own rim as Kira Miller will pick up their first foul here for the Lions. Greenway has a steal. Comes up with it back the other way. Her second steal of the game. Feeds it inside. Looking for assist number 4. But Millerbrand can't finish on that lay-in. And that will put Emma Millerbrand, the 8th grader, to the free throw line here for the Lions. Lions roster that features a 7th grader in Ari Peterson and the 8th grader in Emma Millerbrand. It's going to be a bright, bright future for Conneget's no matter how this state tournament finishes. It's so much to build off of. Greenway leading the Lions to a state soccer successful season as well. All-around pure skill athlete. Millerbrand, 1 of 2 there from the line. And an offensive foul is going to go against Flack right at the halfway line. Trying to push her way out of some Providence Academy defensive pressure. Let's just let the spot the Lions have these Knights in right now with 11:30 left in this second half. It's kicked out of the corner. Long-range three-pointer is off the mark. Rebound comes up with it for Millibrand. Loses the handle on it. Out of bounds. It's really the transition game that the Lions are so strong with. Picked up a 6-0 run. And it's been another 2 minutes without a bucket for these Knights, who have run into these minute-long spells of just not being able to work into their own offensive game plan. Lions getting it done at both ends of the floor, meeting those high expectations for this team so far. Still 11 minutes left in this second half as Harrison runs right into Grace Counts, who's going to pick up a foul. It will be foul number 2 in this one for the senior Grace Counts. Ari Peterson back out onto the floor. I mean, one thing you won't see is Madden Greenway leaving the floor anytime soon for these Lions. Trying to come up with a steal that time, but away with it was Avery Vogus. On the floor now for the Knights, and Miller is going to be picked up for a foul, trying to strip it away from Lauren Cooper. Miller's got a second. 52-31. The lead for Providence Academy in this Class 2A quarterfinal from Williams Arena. Steele on the layup, good for Madden Greenway. He's up to 31 points, 11 of 21 from the field. It's built it out to a 10-2 run the last 3 minutes here for Providence Academy. 54-31, 10:25 left here, second half. Looking for a spark is Lauren Cooper on the drive. It comes up empty, and the Knights foul going against the Knights. It'll be Gillian Hansen who will pick up that foul. In control are these Lions from Providence Academy in this quarterfinal round. They'll have to await the 8 p.m. game winner of Minnehaha Academy and New London Spicer. There's a lot of talent on those two teams. Greenway pulls up for 3 off the mark on the low block. Miller comes up with an offensive board, runs into a pair of Knights, but a timeout to Pete Gehringer as the Lions roaring strong here in this quarterfinal round. 54-31 lead for Providence Academy, as we'll step aside for a quick break here on NSPN.
Still have these down on the steps.
54-31, Providence Academy in our Class 2A state tournament quarterfinal with the lead over Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. As we have you back here at Williams Arena, Hans Bristol with you. Well, 54 Providence Academy points have been scored. 31 of those have been Madden Greenway. No other Providence Academy Lion in double-digit scoring. On the other side, Olivia Harrison has picked up 12 points in this one for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, who have shown they can run in transition with these Lions so far, but after those cold couple of minutes shooting, the Lions, they got into their rhythm and that fast-paced play, and boy, nice looks and nice athletic finishes from Grace Counts, who's had a really strong second half. Counts up to 8 points in this one for the Lions. Makes it 56-31 here with 9:40 left in this half. Hansen has it stripped away, out of bounds, will stay with the Knights. Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial averaged 64 points per game. It topped in an unbeaten season in a Valley Conference championship winning season as Greenway comes up with the steal and will take it herself to the rim. That is steal number 3 in this one for Madden Greenway. And the turnovers costly for the night. 17 of those in this quarterfinal as Harrison is fouled on a drive to the rim by Grace Counts. And it will be a second foul. It'll be a correction. That'll be a third foul to Grace Counts. So we got 2 Lions in both counts, Hope Counts and Grace Counts, up to 3 fouls so far. And here is Olivia Harrison. What a stud in this program that Olivia Harrison has been, the senior. Such great numbers. As mentioned earlier, Harrison the kind of scorer, just 2 games where she posted under 10 points or less, as the free throw there to make it a 58-33 Providence Academy lead. Greenway from the free throw line onto the baseline. Now out to Peterson as Peterson drives into a Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial defender and draws the foul in the process. That will be Caitlin Flack, who will pick up foul number 3 in this one. 9:05 left here, half number 2. Nice feed by Greenway, worked it inside. Peterson on the offensive rebound. Now Miller on the takeaway chance, and is fouled after a second opportunity. Boy, right off that inbound play, you can see Connor Getz as Flack picks up another foul. That'll be Caitlin Flack's 4th for the junior. And Connor Getz just went crazy when they almost converted on that inbounds play. Just having fun with it at this point as Miller knocks down the free throw for the Lions. 59-33, a 13-2 run for Providence Academy. Not the first time they've done that here tonight or in this state tournament in general. 26-point Lions lead. Miller with 1 more from the line, no good. Counts trying to chase down the loose ball, ended up falling to Millebrand, but Counts then comes up with it on a turnover on the second try, and a good feed from Greenway inside. Peterson an offensive rebound, and the rebound numbers have been level, but the offensive rebounds 11 for Providence Academy. And 16 second chance points might be the story of the game. Second chance opportunities, you take those away from a really good rebounding Providence Academy team. It's a much different game, as from the free throw line is good there in the first point. Correction, point number 4 in this one for the 7th grader Ari Peterson. Counts has it underneath the basket and comes up with it and a jump ball that will keep it with the Knights. It'll go back over to Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. 8:40 left here in the second half of action. Class 2A state quarterfinal. Big lead for Providence Academy, trying to get back to that Class 2A state final game and defend their 2022 state title. Harrison somehow held on to that basketball, had it stripped twice away. It's loose under the basket, no good, and eventually coming up with it is Hope Counts. Here's Peterson off a left wing drive, and defending effort there from Ella Vogus is only going to end in a foul opportunity. And Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial are up to 9 team fouls now. And it will put Providence Academy into the bonus for free throws for Ari Peterson. And one game where Peterson tallied a season high of 17 points, but certainly plans into the future for Connor Getz to include Ari much more actively throughout the rotations here for the Lions. Free throw there for Peterson is good. 61-33. That run continues now at 17-4 in the last 5:39 of this second half. Off the mark there for Peterson on that second free throw. Lions retain possession. Counts out to Greenway. Thought about the three. Flack right there in on defending on Greenway. 7:58 left in a half. Just a step of space. Greenway off the mark there from three. As it's quickly ahead, here is Miller. Nice effort stepping inside and knocking that one out of play for the Lions. 29-1 season for these Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial Knights. Back-to-back state tournament appearances, the only two in their program history. And many years battling in that Section 2. Consistent visitors to that Section 2 final before these last 2 years, as Greenway does it herself up the floor but can't connect on that right-handed basket to go. 12 of 25 from the field is Greenway. Inside of those 33 points. And Pete Gehringer wants a timeout here with 7:24 left in our second half of action. We'll step aside. Lions with a big lead right here on NSPN.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
61-33, the Providence Academy lead here with 7:24 to go in our second half of action here between the Lions and the Knights. Big lead for Providence Academy. One of the more staggering numbers from this game. The second chance points for Providence Academy has been at 17-2. As you take a look at our Class 2A quarterfinal bracket, you see our game there. We will have New London Spicer and Minnehaha Academy, Goodhue and Crosby Ironton. Good game going on the other side of the bracket right now. And to cap off the night, Albany, visitors from the Section 6. They have a matchup with Perham to round out our Class 2A quarterfinal round. Right now, 7:24 left. Providence Academy looking to book their spot in the semifinal, which would be Friday night at 6 p.m. right here at Williams Arena for the winner of this one. Lions with a big lead. Trying to see out these final 7:20 here from Williams Arena. And right off the inbound, we get a foul to, this one will go against Hope Counts. Counts will pick up what will be foul number 4. Grace Counts was the other line in foul trouble with 3, so that fourth foul, one to keep an eye on for the sophomore Hope Counts. Baseline jumper, no. That time on that look for Caitlin Flack. This Greenway right up the floor, feeds it inside and open, and that connection is there all night long between Greenway and Grace Counts. Grace Counts up to 10 points. And that is assist number 4 in this one for Greenway. It's felt like more than that. 63-33. That is a 30-point lead in the state quarterfinal for the Lions. Off the mark on the rebound. Driving inside all the way to the rim is Madden Greenway, who comes up short of the basket, being fouled before. That foul will be given to Ella Vogus for Vogus' third foul. So Madden Greenway to the line, only 3 of 4 in free throw opportunities here tonight. Rattles that one in. 34 points, 6 three-pointers. And this one for Greenway. He's done this all season long. Second in the state in scoring at 31 points per game. Averaged just under 24 last season. Hit the 2,000-point milestone mark this year in what was a 60-point performance over Minnehaha Academy in a win in February. Staggering numbers from the freshman, is only looking to get better for this Providence Academy team. At the other end, it's the senior, Lauren Cooper. He's had a quiet night, but a loud season. 15 points per game for the senior. As Greenway goes up with the left hand and is off the mark. It will stay with the Lions underneath their basket. That's the kind of consistency that these Knights have gotten all year long. You got Harrison just under 18 points per game, Cooper at 15, Flack at 13. And as we mentioned earlier, just that one loss this year, a 22-game winning streak for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial coming into this state tournament. Pulling up from the transition run up the floor is Lauren Cooper off the mark on that try. As Greenway comes right back the other way, goes straight at the rim, gets that one to bounce off back iron and scores. And Greenway up to 37. It's a 67-36 lead in this second half here from Williams Arena. 5:40 to go. The winner will wait on Minnehaha Academy and New London Spicer. Long range three, nice effort, nice shot there from Olivia Harrison, who's quietly up to a 17-point game. And a strong outing for Harrison. Low block up with the two. Long range effort is no on the jump turnaround hook there from Grace Counts, the senior. So Counts will have it on the inbound. It's actually Greenway on the inbound for the Lions. Up underneath, no good there. Offensive rebound and two more for Hope Counts. The rebounding numbers in total 39-29 favoring Providence Academy. 15 of those offensive glass boards. Second chance points piling up with 36 points in the paint for the Lions in this one. Nice steal or block out of the air by Hope Counts. Using that height inside defensively as Brooke Henniker pulls up for three, no. With 4:38 to go in this second half, a 69-39 Providence Academy lead. And that's Henniker will come up with it, pushing it up the floor. This is Greenway all alone right to the rim. Greenway's not slowing down. The lead grows for the Lions, 71-39, with 4:18 left in this one. Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, and Connor Getz not glancing to his bench with a 71-39 lead and 4:05 left in this one. How about that touch pass? Both the Counts. Boy, Grace Counts with a tap over to Hope Counts, who went right up for the basket. That's the fourth assist in this one for Grace Counts. 8 points for Hope Counts. Greenway with the steal, and no, this is Millerbrand up the floor, and won't have that shot off with Lauren Cooper having that last turnover. First steal of the game for Millerbrand, and Avery Vogus comes up with that foul for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. Emma Millerbrand right to the line. The 8th grader for the Lions off the mark. 73-39 the lead now. Losses this season for Providence Academy coming against Bishop Garrigan of Iowa and Becker. Both of those losses coming all the way back early on December. Haven't looked back since. And right now, a 26-game winning streak looking to extend into 27. Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, second straight trip to this state tournament. Last year ran into Minnehaha Academy in the first round. This year, Providence Academy. And right now, looking to find themselves out of this quarterfinal. And Madden Greenway up with the lay-in and good. Madden Greenway up to 41 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. Now there's scoreless 2 minutes here for Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, the 76-39 lead for the Lions with 3:10 to go in this second half, as there will be Madden Greenway coming off with her 41 points. Those are the first minutes Greenway has been off the floor in this one tonight. And it's a big round of applause from the Lions fans making the trip here tonight to Minneapolis. Shannon Healy, the freshman, now on the floor for Providence Academy. And it's a big high five from her head coach. Greenway, 41 points, 15 of 29 from the field, 6 3-pointers, and another dominant performance. 76-39 the lead. Knights looking for some last-minute buckets here with 2:14 left, and that one gets stripped away by counts. As now Providence Academy will sit back and wait on their semifinal round opponent. Last year in the state tournament, wins over Albany in the semifinal, Fergus Falls in the final. Right up to the rim is Grace Counts with that last bucket. Counts is up to 12 points in this one for Providence Academy. With a minute 40 left here in our Class 2A quarterfinal. One more coming up from Williams Arena. Stick around with us on NSPN for that one. Minnehaha Academy and New London Spicer will decide the spot in the next semifinal opening for Friday night's battle here at Williams Arena. Minute 20 left here. Knights looking for some final possessions. With a 78-39 deficit. Knights may be looking to dribble out these final 60 seconds. Making their really remarkable what Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial have done as a girls basketball program. Pete Gehringer, a lot of talents into the underclass ages to look to in the upcoming seasons. But Olivia Harrison, the senior, and Lauren Cooper, seniors in that starting five. They will be the ones disappointed to trip to the state tournament. Hasn't finished differently. In our final 30 seconds here. 78-39, a big round of applause for the other contributing units coming off the floor here for Providence Academy. Second free throw there is good into our final 13 seconds here of this quarterfinal. Providence Academy, the reigning Class 2A state champions, they knock off of Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, and that will do it. A 78-40 big-time win for Providence Academy, and they are on to the semifinal round. Friday night at 6 p.m., the number one seed Providence Academy will await the winner of either New London Spicer or Minnehaha Academy coming up next here at Williams Arena. Madden Greenway doing what Greenway has done all season long, finishes this one. Providence Academy leading scorer with 41 points, 6 3-pointers in this one. Right behind a great effort from Grace Counts tonight at 12 points, a majority of those coming into this second half. Providence Academy finished on an 11-1 run in that final 5 minutes. And as a team, they finished from the floor 30 of 65. Meanwhile, some good numbers from this Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial team. Olivia Harrison, the senior, finishes this one with 17 points. Lauren Cooper right behind at 10. So Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, they move to 29-2, still a remarkable season record. Providence Academy, they improve to 28-2, and they shift their eyes on a semifinal matchup with the winner of New London Spicer or Minnehaha Academy. For Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial, they will move to the consolation bracket for a matchup tomorrow at Concordia University at 6 p.m. They will await a loser of our next matchup here between New London Spicer and Minnehaha Academy. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the Class 2A State Girls Basketball Tournament here on the Neighborhood Sports Network, as Providence Academy, they're moving on with a 78-40 win over Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial. Coming up next here from Williams Arena, Minnehaha Academy and New London Splicer. As for this one for now, we will say so long here from Williams Arena. Providence Academy, the reigning champs, they move on to the semifinal round. As I'm Hans Bristol for Jeremy Christensen, our producer and our whole crew here tonight, we'll say so long from Williams Arena. Providence Academy 78, Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial 40, our final score here from Minneapolis.
NSPN.TV, in partnership with the Minnesota State High School League, brings you coverage of the 2023 State Girls Basketball Tournament. Coverage is made possible by the Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation, treating addiction, transforming lives. By your local McDonald's owners and operators, offering competitive wages, paid time off, and tuition assistance. And by the Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage.